Welcome viewers, as we are going through periodic table chapter, and we in last video we were continuing with Mendeleev periodic table, so we'll continue from there only. In this video I'm going to start the topic from here, then we'll continue to modern periodic table. Why there is need of modern periodic table if Mendeleev was doing a wonderful job that he has arranged all the elements, even those who were not discovered in correct way, in proper way in a table, then why there is need of modern periodic table? What was the fault there, or what were the drawbacks or limitations of the Mendeleev's classification of element in his table? We are going to see that, and then we will start our modern periodic table. Fine children, so let's see what was the first drawback or first limitation of the Mendeleev's periodic table. First is anomalous position of hydrogen. Already in my last video I ended the video up to this point. In Mendeleev's periodic table, the hydrogen has been placed in group 1 as it resemble with alkali metals in same of its properties, but it resemble halogen in same other properties, so the position of hydrogen in first group was not justified. That fault you can see here in modern periodic table also. Please show the table, modern periodic table. Children, this is your modern periodic table. Till now we are not satisfied with the position of hydrogen. If you will see, hydrogen will show the property of this group like lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, okay, all the members of this group. But on the other hand, the property of hydrogen is matched with halogen group also, like chlorine, iodine, this one, this group. Okay, so where we have to keep it, hydrogen here or there, because it has only one electron, so it may share it, or it may for to complete the duplet it may gain one electron. That's why till now also, not only in Mendeleev, in modern periodic table we are facing the same problem about the position of the hydrogen. So that was the first drawback of Mendeleev's periodic table. And now what is the second fault or limitation or the drawback of Mendeleev's classification of element? He was not able to show the position of the isotopes. Position of isotopes could not be explained. Okay, first of all you try to understand what is isotope. So I have written the definition of isotope here. Isotopes are atoms of same elements which have same atomic number but different atomic masses, like O16, O17, O18. These all are isotopes of oxygen. They are having same atomic number but their masses are different. Okay, so he was not able to arrange these isotopes because their masses are different. So according to Mendeleev, what he said that he will arrange all the atomic elements of different masses in increasing order. It means same element oxygen will be arranged in 3 places, which was not possible. So this was another fault. Not only oxygen, other elements are having other isotope. Carbon is having also isotopes, 3 isotopes. So let's see what I have written here about position of isotopes, which could not be explained by Mendeleev in his table. During the time of Mendeleev, the isotopes were not discovered, but after the discovery of isotopes, it was difficult to explain the position of isotopes because Mendeleev's classification was based on atomic masses, and you know that today's modern periodic table is arranged according to the atomic number, and atomic number of all the isotopes are same, so it will take one position. But in Mendeleev periodic table, now elements are arranged according to their atomic masses. So all these isotopes are having different atomic masses. Means what? Oxygen, same element having 3 different places. So that was the fault. Okay children, if the Mendeleev's periodic law is followed, then these isotopes like isotope of oxygen O16, O17, O18 would be placed at different places through they have same chemical. That was dow. Okay, that was a mistake. Now they have same chemical property. Why same chemical property children? Because this is the same element. Okay, element is oxygen, their mass number is different, that is atomic mass is different, atomic number is same, element is same, But according to Mendeleev, if we are going to arrange this, we have to keep on different places, which was the fault in Mendeleev periodic table. Now, third fault, wrong order of atomic masses of same elements. As Mendeleev placed the elements in order of increasing atomic masses, but sometime he himself broken his rules. Okay, where I have written, you just see, as Mendeleev placed the elements in order of increasing atomic masses, but few heavier elements were placed before the lighter elements to match the chemical property. Why he kept the heavier element before the lighter element? Just to match that their properties are same, so it should be in same row, and the next will be in first column and in second column or in third column. So just to match the chemical properties of the group. For example, he placed cobalt, whose atomic mass is 58.9, before nickel, whose atomic mass is 58.7. Just to match the property of cobalt with its group element and property of nickel with its group element. Okay, now fourth fault was similar elements is in different groups. Some elements with similar properties have been placed in different groups. For example, copper resembles mercury in many of its characteristics. Copper, mercury shows the property of metal naturally. Okay, but copper is placed in group 1b, whereas mercury is placed in group 2b. So this was another fault. No correlation between the elements of subgroup. As you remember that he divided all the groups into two parts, like if this is group 1, then he divided into 1a, 1b, 2, then 2a, 2b. But there was no relation in this subgroup and this group subgroup elements. Then why they have kept in one column? That was the question. There was no similarity among the elements present in the two subgroups of a particular group. For example, lithium, sodium, potassium present in group 1a are different from copper, silver and gold of group 1b. Okay, but both are in same column, that is in group number 1. Only subgroups are A and B, while there was no relation between both the things. Next fault was last drawback of Mendeleev, that this limitation you have to memorize because this question comes in your exam also. Cause of periodicity is not explained. It was not explained that why the elements of a same group show resemblance in their properties. He was not able to explain why this happened. That show here, that if we are keeping some elements in this way in increasing order, and according in his table this was in atomic according to increasing atomic mass, then why these properties of this group is same, this group is same, this group is same, he was not able to explain. Okay children, so because of these fault, scientists decided to create a new modern periodic table. And what were the core thing in that, we are going to discuss about that. Limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table led scientists to think that the atomic mass may not be the fundamental property to classify the elements, rather some other properties of elements could be the basis of classification of elements. Till the work done by all the scientists including Mendeleev, the next generation scientists were thinking that much effort was done by previous scientists, still we are not getting the proper classification of elements, or we are not able to prepare proper periodic table. It means we are working on the wrong property, that property of elements are not based on atomic mass. Definitely something other is there on which all the elements property depends. And what is that? That is atomic number. So if you are going to think about the change in modern periodic table and the previous tables, you will see the previous one all were thinking about the atomic mass, no one were thinking about atomic number. And the change in modern periodic table is about modern atomic number. That is the difference between Mendeleev and modern periodic table. He has arranged all the elements according to increasing mass number, atomic mass, while the correct thing is that is in our modern periodic table, here all the elements are arranged according to its increasing atomic number, right? So see what I have written next. Limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table led scientists to think that the atomic mass may not be the fundamental property to classify the elements. Rather, some other properties of elements could be the basis of classification of elements. Then, in 1913, Henry Moseley, a British chemist, found that the atomic numbers of the elements are the more fundamental property than their atomic mass. Who was that? That was Henry Moseley. Okay, we know that by knowing the atomic number we can know the electronic configuration. You know how we can write electronic configuration and valency of the element, and the valency of the element decide the property of the element. How it decide? With the help of valency we can decide that is it electrovalent, positively charged, negatively charged, is it ready to gain electron, or it will donate electron, or it will share the electrons, or it is completely balanced, there is no or there is inert gases which are not ready to react with any other element. So with the help of valency we are able to know so many things about the element, and that we will know with the help of atomic number, right? What we will know with the help of atomic number? Electronic configuration and valency, that is valence electrons. So with the help of atomic number, what are the things we will get? The best part is that it is fixed, it never changes, it is always in whole number. Like in you have seen that atomic mass must be are also in decimal or fractional number, not in fraction. Atomic number never in fraction, it is always a whole number. Not any two elements having same atomic number, while two elements can have same atomic mass. Finally, it was decided that atomic number is a more fundamental property to classify the element. So then finally all the scientists decided that now we will arrange all the elements and we will compare their properties on the basis of atomic number, not on the basis of atomic mass. Why? Because atomic number will decide the number of electrons, protons, neutrons. It will decide the number of cells. It will give us the electronic configuration, how many valence electrons are present there, what is the valency of the atom. So most of the details we will get, all the property of any element we will get with the help of atomic number. Okay. And to explain the anomalies of Mendeleev's classification, what was the fault? For that explanation of the elements, so the Mendeleev's periodic law was modified by Moseley, or as modern this was the scientist who has modified as modern periodic law, which states that the properties of the elements are the periodic function of their atomic numbers, while Mendeleev says that the property of the elements are the periodic functions of their atomic mass. That was wrong, this was correct. So as this concept came in mind, so we will get all the ideas where Mendeleev failed. Okay, and we the scientists have corrected that thing. According to this law, when electrons are elements are arranged in order of the increasing atomic number, there is occurrence of elements with similar chemical properties after certain intervals. Here also you just see this is our modern periodic table. Like Mendeleev's, the scientists have arranged the elements in increasing order in that way that it is arranged in according to the atomic number, increasing atomic number. So after interval like first, second, third and fourth, fifth, sixth, so these all are having same property, these are having same property. So arrangement is in this way. In periodically it is arranged, but if you will see the all the members present in one group, this is called groups. They are having same property, these are having same property, these are having the same property. Coming back to our notes, according to this law, when elements are arranged in order of increasing atomic number, there is occurrence of elements with similar chemical properties after certain intervals. Now we can say that periodicity in properties is due to reoccurrence of similar electronic configuration. Why they are similar in properties? You just see, like please show the table. In the table I have chosen the first three members of first group. This one, lithium, sodium and potassium. See their atomic numbers are, this is our first group. Second member next member and next member. So atomic number of lithium is 3, sodium is 11 and potassium is 19. When we are going to write its electronic configuration, here I have written electronic configuration and name of the cells KLMN. This is 2 1, 11 is there, so 2 8 1, and for 19 2 8 8 1. So you will see this is their valency or valence electron, and because we know that valence electron or valency will decide the property of any element, so every element having one electron in their last cell, in their valency cell, so naturally they will show similar property. Okay, this is one example. You may compare in other groups also. In second group you will see there will be 2 2 2 valence electrons, so naturally they will show that type similar properties. These elements lithium, sodium, potassium have similar chemical properties as they have same number of electrons in valence cell, that is similar electronic configurations. Okay, now we will understand how this modern periodic table is the answer or the correction of the drawbacks of Mendeleev's periodic table. So the heading I have written like this: explanation of anomalies of Mendeleev's. Those things which Mendeleev was not able to explain, this modern periodic table have explained how Mendeleev's classification of the element with the help of modern periodic table. The anomalies in Mendeleev's classification were sorted out in modern periodic table, which are discussed below. First, explanation of position of isotopes. Our modern periodic table is able to explain where the isotope will be kept in the table, because as we have seen that oxygen, there are three isotopes of oxygen, but their atomic number is same, so naturally all the isotopes will be kept at one place, because modern periodic table is arranged based on atomic number, not on based on atomic mass. Mendeleev was not able to arrange isotopes because at his timing neither that were discovered nor after him, as he has arranged all the elements on the basis of atomic mass. So isotopes are having different atomic mass but same atomic number. So at our modern periodic table are able to solve this problem also. When elements are arranged in order of atomic number, then the isotopes got the same position, that is isotopes of an element can be placed together, as we know that isotopes of oxygen can be put in one place, that is in second period and 16th group. You know children what is period? These are the periods and these are the groups. Okay, you can see here in your modern periodic table, this is the position of your oxygen and all the isotopes are at this place only. Similarly, carbon is having also 3 isotopes. See, this is the place for all the isotopes because the atomic number is same. Here oxygen atomic number is same, whether their masses are different. Now then the second point, explanation for the position of cobalt and nickel. We know that what Mendeleev did, he has written nickel cobalt before nickel, because mass of nickel was 58.7 and cobalt was 58.9, which is not according to his rule. But in modern periodic table again the nickel was written first and cobalt later. Why? Because atomic number of nickel is less than atomic number of cobalt. So again this problem was solved. See what I have written here. Mendeleev placed cobalt atomic number 27 before nickel at atomic number 28 on the basis of chemical properties. Now we can say that he was right. When the elements are arranged on the basis of atomic number, then cobalt comes first even if their atomic masses are in wrong order. Now we are going to start our main topic, that is modern periodic table. Modern periodic table is also called as long form of periodic table. This was before this topic children we are discussing about what was the fault, why we have discovered, why scientists have given a new periodic table, all the things. Now we will learn purely about periodic table and what are the things we will get from periodic table. Everything about chemistry we will know by this periodic table and we will learn. Modern periodic table. Modern periodic table is also called as long form of periodic table. This was designed by Niels Bohr, a Danish physicist, philosopher and also a footballer. I know all the students are good sportsman also, that's why I mentioned this thing also. He was a good footballer also. In this table, the elements are arranged in order of increasing atomic numbers in rows called periods. As I told you, when you will see these things, this is row. Okay, children. And modern periodic table is based on electronic configuration. Columns are called groups and the rows are called periods. In modern periodic table, there are 7 periods and 18 groups. Please show the table. See children, these are periods. Okay, so how many periods are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, these are not the periods. If you will see carefully, these two are part of our periodic table. I will explain later, not now. Okay, lanthanides and actinides. These are kept here. Where? Here. You just see from 57 to 72. These numbers are here. These elements 58 to 71 is here. Similarly, from 90 to 103 are at this place, but it looks awkward if we will put this here. That's why it is written separately. We will discuss about this also, children. So coming back to the topic, these columns are called groups. You must memorize. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There are 18 groups and 7 periods. This is called zero group. It contains inert gases. Okay, so please come back. Now one by one we will learn about periodic table. Here we are discussing about groups in modern periodic table, and after this video I will start from the periods in modern periodic table, what the details it gives us. There are 18 groups. Some are given special names on the basis of their properties. We are going to learn about their names. Okay, children. See why I have drawn the line, so that it will keep in your mind that this is called groups. Okay. The first group elements are called alkali metals, as they react with water to form alkalis or strong bases. Show this. This is called, this group, first group is called as alkali metals, and this group is called as alkaline earth metals. Okay, children, please come back. The second group elements are called alkaline earth metals. The 16th group elements are called chalogens, ore forming. 16th is here. Let's show here. This one. This group metal, 16 group. The 17th group elements are called halogens, in which you will see chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine. The rest of the groups are named by using only these groups are having their particular name. Okay, which one? First group, second group, 16th, 17th, even inert gases, noble gases are there. Okay. Now rest of the groups are named by using first element of the group. Like 15th group elements are called as nitrogen family. Please show here from top, whole periodic table. Just now we told you that this group name is alkali metals group. This one is alkaline earth metals group. See children, this is noble gas group. This is chalogen groups. Okay, and this is halogen group. Okay, these three and these two are having their particular name. Now we are thinking about this one, 15 group. First member, who is first member? Whoever is the first member, whole family will be named based on the first member. So nitrogen is the first member of 15th group. So name of this group is what? Nitrogen family. Similarly, if you will see 13th group, this is called as boron family. Okay, because boron is first member. Okay. Now 18th group, zero group, already I have told you, that contains noble gases. As their valency is zero, these are also called noble gases or rare gases or inert gases. Elements of group 3 and group 12 are transition elements or transition metals. Group 3 and group 12. Please show here. This group, children, group 3 and group 12 are called as transition elements and or transition metals, as these are present between highly reactive metals and highly reactive non-metals. That is, these elements show transition between metal and non-metal. That's why they are named as transition elements or transition metals. Next point, some groups have few elements which have in between properties of metal and non-metals, that is semi-metals or metalloids. For example, in 14th group there is metalloids whose name is silicon, germanium. In 15th group, arsenic and antimony. In 16th group, tellurium. These all are metalloids. They are neither metal nor non-metals. So these are the basic things. Slowly we will get so many things, so many details with the help of the periodic table. And last one, number of valence electrons remain same in a group. So all the elements of a group have similar electronic configuration and similar properties, as I have just 1-2 pages before I have shown you the electronic configuration of lithium, sodium and potassium, that their valency is same. So in this video, up to this one, children, and in next video I will start from the periods in modern periodic table, and I will give you all the detail. And I was waiting for that video in which you will you will feel surprised that so many things we will get from only periodic table. If you want to learn chemistry in detail, you just go through thoroughly about this topic. You will get everything about elements from this table only, and I will explain you how you will read it, how you will memorize it. Okay, so till then, bye bye children.